So just recently, I think it was like sometime late last week, a few days ago, whatever, Hunter x Hunter just recently passed 1,000 days of no chapter updates. Moment of silence. Moments passed.
Yeah.
Man, look, so here's my take on this, and I'm sure, Josh, you're going to feel the same way as a lot of Hunter. You're the biggest Hunter x Hunter fan on this show between me, Zach, and yourself, so I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this. But my take on this is, first and foremost, always prioritize yourself. This is a friendly reminder to anyone listening in any form or fashion, whatever you're doing with your life, make sure to prioritize yourself. Prioritize your health, your mental health, physical health, whatever. Prioritize that, and I'm dead serious. So all the props in the world for him, always, having to prioritize his health because of his physical health, and I'm not knocking that at all. I'm not sitting here beating the table saying let's get a chapter out, because obviously I'm not even a Hunter x Hunter fan to begin with. But what I am saying is just end the series. Just call it done, and just call it done, or just go ahead and look to hire someone to do the art and you just do the story, right? I understand he wants to do it himself. I get it. I mean, his wife, of course, did Sailor Moon. So, there is some backup there, and I'm sure she'd be willing to help. I'm sure she has offered in the past. But at this point, man, 1,000 chapters, 1,000 days gone of no chapter update. Just in the series, or in the series, or have an artist take over. Because here's the thing about, the artist taking over. I guarantee you there is plenty of young, unbelievably talented artists that grew up with Hunter x Hunter that would kill for the opportunity to draw this manga in Weekly Shonen Jump. Josh, you as a Hunter x Hunter fan, how does it make you feel that we've passed 1,000 days of no chapter updates, and just what's your thoughts on the state of the series, and where would you like to see it go? Obviously, you'd like to see it finish, but due to the circumstances, are you on the same boat as me, or are you on a different stance here?
Well, so it has been 1,000 days since the last chapter, which is really sad. But, at this point, kind of not noticeable. Because you tend to forget that it's actually a still ongoing manga that Shonen Jump lists on its roster.
That's big true.
So as far as it goes, like, if it just ends, then there's never a new chapter. I'm fine with it because, that's it. Like, I won't get any more. There's not where it's at right now, since it's been so long. It's not like, I'm chomping at the bit because, the new arc that, had started, it is kind of rough to get into. So, I always see it end, with Gon finding his dad, and, Hisoka finally having his match with Crollo. Like, that's kind of where I see it. And there's a lot of storylines that are unresolved, but it is what it is. As far as him just throwing in the towel, I don't see him doing that. From what I understand, he's very determined to finish it, and I can't verify this, but I did read that his wife had vowed that she would finish it if he couldn't. Because like you said, she did Sailor Moon. She's basically the backup artist for Hunter x Hunter since the beginning. So, if anyone can finish it, it would be her.
True.
I have 100% faith in it. And as far as him getting a new artist, I think that's part of the problem is he wants to do the art,
right,
as much as the story. And you're right. There's probably a plethora of young artists that would love to jump at the chance for this. And it worked out well with, Dragon Ball Super. I feel like it's working out pretty well with Boruto. So who knows? Maybe that's something that could happen in the foreseeable future. I'm sure there's enough written that, it probably could start serialization again if, an artist was there to pick it up.
Right.
But at the end of the day, while I'm bummed, I mean, it is what it is now. It's nowhere near if One Piece was to go on hiatus for 1,000 days.
Oh yeah, that would kill you.
That would kill me because I've been way more invested in that. I've been more invested in that longer than Hunter x Hunter. But Hunter x Hunter's been out about as long, so it's crazy to think that.
Yeah, it really is. And one thing that you said that really does reign true is that a lot of times, unless you're a die-hard Hunter x Hunter fan, you forget the shit's ongoing. I forget all the time until I see some like manga sales up lifetime update for current Shonen Jump series, and I see Hunter x Hunter there at number 2, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's technically ongoing. I forgot.
For like lifetime sales of Shonen Jump, I think it's One Piece at 1 and Hunter x Hunter at 2. I know because we're doing what's top 5 in Japan right now, and I just randomly looked up like what's top in America right now, and Hunter x Hunter Volume 1 is right there on top, right behind Chainsaw Man. So it's still very popular around the world. So
yeah, it is, which is, it's wild and not wild to think about. It's wild just because of how much like us is doing this show, and we've become more manga readers, knowing just how long it's been gone out of this realm, but just still seeing its popularity really sings for how great the series is. You know, obviously, I'm not a fan of Hunter x Hunter. I've never gotten into it, but I do acknowledge its legendary status. I do acknowledge how great of a series that it is, and I would love to see it finished. You know, for that reasoning. I mean, it's a legendary series. Let's finish it. But at this point, man, it's just like, just either end it or just figure something else out, man. I don't know. It's just kind of knowing your limitations, you know. And I feel like we've reached a point where, you know, we'll probably never see it from him again, in my opinion. I do think there will come a point where he will finally throw in the towel. It's just a matter of when. And when I say throw in the towel, I mean in terms of like just him finally just realizing that, hey, I just can't, you know, stand and do this. I can't sit and do this, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things where the fan base has pretty much accepted that it may never come back.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's always that glimmer of hope that, you know, one day we could just get surprised with, you know, just like an announcement of like, oh, hey, we've got like 300 new chapters to put out.
That would be some shit. That would be some shit, dude.